Santa Barbara is more than a city, it's a lifestyle. Let's go check it out. Okay, welcome to my very first live interview with one of our iconic Santa Barbara figures. For my first show here as an interview, I picked my dear friend, Mr. Adam McKaig. Everybody welcome Adam McKaig.
Wow, what an honor to be on your first podcast, my friend.
Thank you so much for being here, Adam. I had you in some of the opening shots, as you well know, because you give back to our community so much. You are the man about town. That it's an incredible story what you have, the story. I'm reading this right now, how you put it. You're a compassionate group of volunteers extending help to our community members in need. We gather donations from our neighbors and distribute clothing, toiletries, non-perishable foods, and street survival equipment to those experiencing hardship in our community. We're not affiliated to any political, religious, or governmental group. We welcome all and help all who come to us without judgment or condition. We are neighbors helping neighbors in Carpinteria, Montecito, Santa Barbara, and Goleta. That's well written. That says it all about you, Adam. Thank you for being here. I do want to tell people about you a little bit and then have you say a few words. You're one of the most successful real estate agents in Santa Barbara, and you do this as like a second job. Other people, you're like one of a kind. So how did you get into Adam's Angels? I don't want to talk about the real estate thing because we're here for the angels. You've got an army of angels you can call upon that will jump in there and help, because I've seen that. I've seen it at different functions. Tell us how you started this, when you started it, and how far you've come. Was it just you by yourself, you and a friend? Take it away.
Well, thank you, Guy. Thank you very, very much. Well, as a realtor, my job is to serve my clients. And during the pandemic, we were literally shut down. I didn't have a job. I couldn't serve my clients. And I think I was literally put on this earth to serve. So on Facebook, I knew that grocery shopping was pretty challenging, and I felt for the elderly, those at risk, those that are shut in. Um, I offered to pick up their medication and groceries, and I put it out there, and the outpouring was huge. At first, I had maybe 5 or 10 uh, elderly people that I would shop for. In fact, I'd start out in Goleta at Costco and get some of the items on the list because things were sparse, and I would end up in Oxnard hitting all the stores and hopefully um, filling maybe 75% of the grocery list. But that was really rewarding. But what was more interesting was the outpouring of love from our community wanting to volunteer as well. We had 10, 20, 30, then 100 volunteers. And during the process of grocery shopping, being out and about where the city and our world is shut down, I noticed that there was a community of people that were left abandoned and knew nothing about the pandemic, and that was the houseless community. Here's one of our guests who was left out there. The churches, the cities, everybody was in fear of the catching COVID, so they pulled back both resources and help. So
So
we
you see these people every week. I know you do,
every
and
day,
every day.
yeah.
Okay, so I know that when you guys go and serve them food and whatnot, you've come to know a lot of these street people,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah. They've become, literally friends. These are all wonderful people. Many of them served our country in the military. They're brothers, sisters, cousins, sons, fathers, mothers. They're real people, and in our society, a lot of people, turn a blind eye. They don't want to see the uncomfort that someone's going through, and we stepped up and showed compassion by just giving them the basic essentials. Here's some of our volunteers. Oh, the gal in the middle, I went to school with in kindergarten, and we reconnected during the pandemic. The gentleman in the back, Gary, he's the chief administration officer for the sheriff's department, washing dishes. And his lovely wife, Lillian, is a voice actress, and they chose to choose Santa Barbara as their home. Here we are. We have during one of our events, uh, we call it a pop-up shop, where we have brand new clothes, shoes. Deckers has donated a lot. We have clothes drives. This was at our Christmas event where we serve you know 600 meals to our guests. We provide clothes, sleeping bags, and entertainment. Those likes of Jackson Gillies. We have Kenny Loggins. Um,
Yeah,
Al
tell me about that. We you have a lot of under the radar supporters, right? You have some big names under the radar. You know a lot of big names, and we're going to get into that. And they support you, um, hopefully monetarily and showing up. But I know that what Loggins did perform at one or two of the Thanksgiving or Christmas dinners, or and those are quite the. I mean, you serve a lot of people at those particular dinners, and it's got to cost a lot of money. How do you sustain that?
It does, and we have yet to do a formal fundraiser. We're going to, but just the goodness of people's hearts, it organically comes. Yeah, they do cost a lot of money. Both those events that we serve hot food, but just our daily events. We put together non-perishable bags of food on Monday, and then we distribute it through Friday. We've done over 64,000, and they cost about $5 a piece. We've given out thousands of sleeping bags. We've given out tens of thousands of articles of clothing. We've actually given away some cars that were graciously donated, and we find a recipient whose life it'll change. And we want to make a big impact on people's lives. And in doing so, it's created uh, a sense of wanting to give. It gives people purpose to be good to our neighbors, and is very heartwarming. Now, one
Throughout
thing I want
this,
to note, unlike any other nonprofit, none of us make money doing this, and we will not make money doing this. Every penny that we get goes directly out. We don't have any agenda. We don't have businesses that we hire that we own to make money like some do, but we're very proud of that.
so throughout this, Adam, I've heard wanting to serve, live to serve, compassion, giving, donations. These are all staples. These are all bedrock of, just a good, solid person. which I know you are because I've known you for more than a couple of decades now, right? And that is so cool of our community that we all know each other and we latch on to our causes. We try to support as much as we can to our causes. And you are one guy about town that people love to gravitate to. Or people are drawn to. And you've been part of some of our bigger fundraisers for other causes. And it's about time that we get something going on a fundraiser for Adam's Angels, because you're still right under the wire there, but you're doing so good for so many people. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what you have up your sleeve on that. Uh,
It's pretty exciting. It's very exciting. Yeah, in doing what we do, we've literally created an army, as you said, of kind-hearted people that want to give back. A lot of these people, this is what gives them purpose. This is what gets them out of bed every day, because some of them are retired and want to feel of value, and that's what it does for me as well. It gives me a sense of value. um, there's so much need out there, and we do have a lot of room to grow. With more money, it'll be amazing to see what we will be doing, and we've got a lot of ideas. Um, oh,
Tell us about this.
oh,
That's a couple of local neighbors, aren't they? Your neighbors?
yeah, yeah.
They live right down
They,
the street from you, I understand.
they do. They're really, really sweet. Uh, I totally understand why they picked Santa Barbara to be their home. They're very compassionate, and they give back as best they can. Their celebrity status makes it challenging for them to navigate normally, but they do step up and give back. Oh, here's one of our well, this Christmas event. There's Santa Claus, Jackson Gillies right there, who was on American Idol. We have all these notable musicians. Oh my goodness. There's Maitland Ward over to the right, who um, um, orchestrates this menagerie of talent. Is exceptional. The concerts alone are worth the price of admission, which is free. Oh, there's our local celebrity man about town, John Primetime Palmentary, with his wonderful girlfriend, Tara Zanecki. They've been big Adams Angels participants and very helpful in the cause. And there's another neighbor, a lot of neighbors.
So this, let's stop on this image here. So you got our elected Sheriff Bill Brown in the background there. There's you, there's Kevin Costner, and this event takes place. It's called the 1805 event, and it is a benefit for our first responders, but it takes place in his backyard, right?
Yeah, yeah, his 10-acre Padaro field of dreams, I call it. And I know every square inch of that because myself and my volunteers, we picked up trash after this event, which I like.
And
Uh,
you were being honored here, though. Tell us
yeah,
about that.
yeah, I actually enjoyed picking up the trash a little better. I don't like being in the front line like this as much. But yeah, we Kevin Costner received an award, the Heart of the Community Award, presented by Harry and Meghan, and I got one myself. So
Was it the same award? What was it?
the Heart of the Community, yes, yeah.
God bless you. That is just great. So there's the two award recipients presented by our local Royals, right?
That's it. That's it.
That's a great family to be in. And then
Oh,
we have, everybody knows Oprah, but tell us about those other two to your right there.
they're awesome. They were early on volunteers. Then when we became a 501c3, the young lady on the left, Mary Hudson, she became our vice president, and her husband Keith Hudson became a board member. They are the producers of Katy Perry. They produced her because they're her parents. So they
And
physically
he's a real
produced.
colorful guy. You see him around town all the time. You run into Mary, and they're just so down to earth. He's kind of flamboyant with all of his bling that he wears, but
Oh yeah.
I know. What are you guys doing here?
Now this someone's doing an opening prayer, and again, we're not affiliated with any religion entity, but we attract the likes of well, the Perrys or excuse me, the Hudsons are evangelical ministers. We have Father Larry, who's Catholic. We draw, you know, just kind-hearted people. Right here, they're doing a blessing for the food that they're going to receive during one of our Christmas or Thanksgiving events, serving 600 meals.
And that is quite the sight. And there you are addressing the crowd at 8:05. You and Kevin Costner, you guys looks like you guys can be related. You guys almost look like brothers right there.
Uh, I wish he's a nice guy, as is Bill Brown. They've been very supportive of um, our movement and our exposure, which is nice. It helps
So
to
where do
inspire people, which I enjoy.
you're inspiring in itself. What you do every day, you get up, you go and you serve your clients. I know how hard you work because we work together in our day jobs. So you're a remarkable person, and giving back that much is, yeah, you're a hybrid. You're definitely a very good person. Where do you see the Angels going from here? How far? How far do you plan on taking it? I know that you're working hard at it, and we are going to do a fundraiser. We're going to plan that and execute. But where do you see the Angels going from here?
Well, that's a good question. I initially thought that this group of volunteers, which is, I don't know, over 1,500 at this point. Um, we were going to be done when the pandemic ended, which I thought was going to be a few weeks to a month. But here we are, well over 5 years and going stronger. It's exciting to think about where we're going to go. I know I've been reached out by other communities in other states, wanting to emulate our model, which is very simple, and how they could uh, help out their community. So there's little satellite Adam's Angel-esque groups.
Is there really? Where at?
Yeah.
Where at?
In Chicago, there's one in Orange County. Actually, one of our volunteers was from Rio, and he has family still in Rio, and they were so proud of their brother up here with Adam's Angels that they started a group down there called Night Angels, and they actually serve between 5 and 1,500 people a night. There's doctors, dentists, barbers, cooks, and they go out at night and help those uh,
In
because
Rio de Janeiro.
yes.
Wow. So you're global. You've
Well,
taken it
that's not
global.
me. That's an inspiration cast off. So
It only takes just that little bit, right?
it,
It takes just an atom to make a big splash, as they would say.
Just a drop of goodness, and the ripple effect is huge. That's why I want people to, just be kind to someone less fortunate. You know,
Positivity makes our world a better place. It always has, and it always will. The more positivity out there, the more people do for other people, it just brings us all together. And this has just been a remarkable time with you and getting to know how you started it. I know, but I want everybody to know. That's why we started this show, Lifestyles of Santa Barbara, because yours is truly a certain lifestyle. This is your life. This is the lifestyle that you live. You're a hardworking real estate agent by day, and you integrate Adam's Angels in there to help others. You're compassionate about it, you're serious about it, and it was not just an overnight thought, okay, I've done, and starting with delivering to the elderly and helping out those that couldn't help themselves. You got to be going to heaven. You got to be crossing. You got to be going right, blowing right by uh, those pearly gates
don't know
when that
about
time
that,
comes.
but I just want to help as many people as I can while I'm here on Earth. Love
Hey,
our
Adam.
community.
So we're gonna wrap up here, but I want you to tell people how they can get in touch with you. I want them to know how they can help donate to you, because this is going out, and that's just all part of why we're doing this show. We want to bring support to our local causes, and you're definitely one of them. How do people get in touch with Adam's Angels if they want to donate, if they want to support in certain ways, if they want to come and help volunteer? And trust me, I've been to those bagging sessions. They're more like a party. People are loving what they're doing. They're dancing and they're playing music and having a good time, and they're filling the bags to give out to those less fortunate. It's a feel good session. Tell us how they get in touch with you.
They could just go to adamsangels.life, ADAMSANGELS dot life, LIFE. And there's a link there. You could either donate, you could see how you can uh, volunteer, many volunteer opportunities, and join us. It's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun.
And you distribute the food on, and well, whatever you distribute on Wednesdays, where do you distribute it? It's at one of the parks, right?
Well, on Wednesdays, we distribute in Carpinteria at the Veterans Memorial Center, where they serve lunch and have clothes, and the non-perishable food that we serve is sometimes the only food that our guests, as I call them, our friends, might have all day or several days or even a week, I've been told. But then we serve at Pershing Park. Last night we served, well, maybe about 50 guests, where I have Doctors Without Walls come. We sometimes have Care for Paws come to check our four-legged friends, and CityNet will come to see about getting housing. So I've created a one-stop shop um,
It
where,
takes place on Wednesdays at Pershing Park.
but Mondays we're out in Isla Vista. Tuesdays we're downtown. Thursdays we're midtown, and then Fridays two other locations. On the weekends, our houseless and kitchenless guests have no place to get food, so we bring out brown bag lunch with granola bars, chips, sandwich, and a drink, and we freestyle. We actually go to them. They don't come to us, and we drive around to locations where they inhabit and feed them.
That's interesting. I never knew that portion
Yeah.
of
Oh,
Adam's Angels. That's awesome. So you guys are going around the clock. You guys are, you know, daily. So this has really evolved into something beautiful, something great. And I think that yeah, we need to get the fundraiser going for you guys. We need to get some more support. Adam McKaig, I really appreciate you being here. Anything else you'd like to add?
Well, I'm truly honored to be here, truly honored to be your friend, and yeah, I just want people to try to be nice as you can. These times are tough as they are, and there's so much division. It's time to just, put your political and religious beliefs aside and just be compassionate and help another human.
Well, you are truly one that makes life is great phrase that I throw around a lot. Life is truly great, and you make it a better place here. Adam McKaig, we're going to wrap it up, and I want to say thank you again, and we will probably be seeing you in the next day or so.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Guy. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam. Thanks for coming in, and thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
Santa Barbara is more than a city, it's a lifestyle. Let's go check it out.